What's up, nerds? I'm McKinley, and today I am doing the Parks and Recreation book tag. And you're going to see the true laziness that is McKinley, because I own most of the answers, but I'm not getting up. I don't feel good. I'm not getting up. So, with this tag, you line up a character from Parks and Rec with a book. Very simple. Let's get into it. The first one is Leslie Knope, a strong female lead character. I put Dumplin, Willardine from Dumplin. I just related to her a lot, and she's not the typical strong like Selena from Thunderglass or stuff like that, or Katniss, but I think sometimes the contemporary heroes are even stronger because they're dealing with problems that any of us could be dealing with, and she dealt with a lot with her mom and trying to overcome her fears of doing things and with her being fat, and I just love her. And I know a lot of people don't like that book, but I love it and I love her. So. The second character is Ben Wyatt, a character that you can see yourself dating or marrying besides Ben Wyatt, because I love him and I would totally marry him, and I think any nerd girl would, honestly. He's like goals. But for this I put Reed from The Upside of Unrequited, because he's very similar to Ben. He's very nerdy. He loves Middle Earth, and he's just all in all top-notch nerd, and I appreciate it. Question number 3 is Ron Swanson, a character that you didn't think you would end up loving, and for me, my answer is Warner from the Shatter Me series. I hated Warner so much in that first book, but somehow, some way, I don't really understand how he did it, by the end of the series, I was like, Warner, Warner. I loved him. I don't know. I don't get it. Question number 4 is April Ludgate, aka me. A grumpy character that is very lovable, aka me. My friends know. I am April. Like, legit. She's my hero. For this one, I put Hey Mitch from The Hunger Games, because yes, he's a drunk, and yes, he says mean stuff, but at the end of the day, he really, really cares about Peeta and Katniss and getting them home, and he's just had I can't even begin to imagine what it's like to be a mentor, and you're the only mentor all the year after year. You're mentoring kid after kid that gets killed. So, I think his behavior is justified, but I also think that his character went through a lot of growth in the trilogy, and I love him. Question number 5 is Andy Dwyer, a character that seems to get in a lot of trouble. For this one, I actually have this one. For Diego from We Are the Ants, Diego has been in jail, and he has gotten into a lot of trouble about things that I personally can't blame him for at all. Like, I think a lot of his actions were incredibly justified. He's got some anger issues, but all in all, he does get in a lot of trouble, but I don't think that makes him a bad person. Question number 6, Anne Perkins, a character that you would like as your best friend. If you have been on this channel for an extended period of time, me mentioning We Are the Ants is probably not as surprising, and me mentioning this next book is not a surprise, but that is Pen from Girl Man's Up. I love her so much. I don't even know if I want her to be my best friend or my girlfriend. I just know that I love her. And honestly, Blake or Olivia in that book would also make great best friends. But my best friend's pretty great too, so. But if I was picking from a book, or Kenji. So, question number 7 is Gary, Jerry, Larry, Terry, Gergich, a book that you don't really care for. Again, if you've been on here at all, Burned by Ellen Hopkins, I will link my review on the screen. I hate that book with every fiber of my being. It's probably my least favorite book ever. And what sucks is it's not poorly written. It's just incredibly offensive. So, I hate that book. I hate it so much. Question number 8, Donna Meagle, a book that was spoiled for you. I love Whitney from Witty Novels, but she spoils things on her Snapchat, like, pretty regularly, I gotta say. And she spoiled Crooked Kingdom for me. Now, luckily, I have already forgotten what she did because I waited a long time between Six of Crows and reading Crooked Kingdom. So it's now left my brain. Thank God for being old, right? Sometimes it works in your favor. And so I don't remember what it was, but she also has been spoiling ACOWAR a lot, and like most of the time she'll give spoiler alerts, and sometimes she just drops it and starts talking about it. Now she's finished reading it, but bless her heart. But luckily I forgot the spoiler, but Crooked Kingdom, and I remember being livid when I saw it, but now my brain protected me and got rid of it. Question number 9 is Chris Traeger a character that is dealing with a lot of emotional baggage? For that, I put Macy from Truth About Forever. That one was an easy access too. Macy from Truth About Forever. She is dealing with the loss of her father, and her mother is still like not accepting or coping with it at all, and she doesn't really have a lot of people to talk to, and I just feel really, really bad for her. And I just reread this, so that's probably why it was fresh in my mind when I'm filling out the answers, because obviously there's loads of authors that are, or loads of characters that are dealing with a lot of emotional baggage, but this is the one came to mind. And again, look at this edition. It is so pretty. Finally, number 10 is Tom Haverford, a character that has a lot of swag. Now, no character has as much swag as Tom Haverford, but for this question, I put Casbrick from the Six of Crows duology, because that guy's oozing swagger. If you've read the book, you know. It. Those are all the questions. I have finished it. I am excited. Let me know down below if you like Parks Recreation, and if you do, consider yourself tagged. I'm also going to tag my best friend Melanie if she even watches this, and I think that's it. I don't know who else watches Parks and Rec. That's it for me, guys. Please like this if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!